Good morning, fellow gardeners. We've had a question asked about in the wintertime, some of the people may want to drain these tubs to keep them from freezing and bursting. Well, we use ours as much in the wintertime as we do in the summer, so we never drain ours. But yeah, also most of ours are in a high tunnel. We realize that. And we're also in Oklahoma where it doesn't get as cold as it does up north. Now this question came from up north where it gets 30 below zero. And you know, I've had no experience with that, so we're kind of coming to guessed at what we think should be done. But they wanted to know if they could drain these tubs. Well, yeah, the easiest way I know of draining this tub is just simply turn it over and let the water pour out that hole. You can just go ahead and plumb on down to the ground if you want to, let it drain 95% of it out anyway. But we, like I say, we don't drain ours. We use them like this because we grow spinach and lettuce and broccoli and cauliflower in the wintertime. Now we're in here in a house where we have all this pimento pepper, and we also have some jalapenos. These are jalapenos right here that we've got in here. You see the little red jalapenos got ripe. Here's some more little jalapenos coming on. But anyway, we grew squash in this in the spring, and then whenever it got the squash matured out, then we pulled it out and put these peppers in. And yes, they're making awful good noise, aren't they? That was Frederick, Oklahoma. We'll cut it off. We don't want that on. Sorry about that, folks. All right, now I'll do better. Anyway, like we were talking, this is jalapeno. I have a lot of these pimentas in here that we recommend making pimento cheese out of, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But I'm going to drain this tub for you so you can kind of see how we would think we ought to drain it. Of course, naturally, here's your fill pipe here close to your hole at the bottom. So we're just going to turn this over and start letting the water run out is what we recommend doing. I don't know, it's got a lot of water in it. I'm going to set this bucket under here so I don't have to hold it up all the time. Kind of tilt it over. Yeah, I see water running. It's running under my foot right now, so I don't know whether y'all, Jack, can you see that on the camera? Can you get to see it or not? Are we not in a good place? Maybe I could.
Hold the plant up. There you go.
Can you see it now? All right, we're just going to lay it right on over and let it drain out until it gets all of it out. And so you can see it'll take a little while to do it, but you can just lay it right on down and drain it all out. And then when it gets all out, you know, you drain it till it quits running. I'll not run that long. Water's running everywhere, but you can run it back out like that, and then you'll have your pot pretty dry. Now some of the water's going to go back down. Gravity will pull it down, and so you might have to pour it out a second time before it freezes. But that's the best way I know of recommending to do a drain on it where it gets so cold. But like I say, now we use them year round, mostly inside, except for uptown where we got the pansies and all, and we use them right on out through the winter. But let me say one thing: when you've got a pipe or a board sticking down into your water in the bottom of your barrel, it has a tendency not to swell and burst your barrel like it does if you don't have anything in there. So that, you know, and I don't know if that would stop it in that 30 below zero weather, but I know it does here. When we take a barrel of water and we just stick a 2x4 in it, down in it, let it stand, and it won't freeze the water. We do that in our 275 gallon totes. We just stick a board down in that water and it'll freeze nearly solid on top, but it doesn't swell. It'll swell up around that board and not swell to the barrels. So anyway, while I'm in this house, I had a few questions now about what's causing our peppers to have spots on them in the summertime. Well, let me show you around here when Jack can get turned around here a little bit. These are them pimento peppers, and you can see where the sun is hitting here. You see what it's doing to these where the sun is above the leaf foliage? It'll turn white on a red pepper and green, pepper and green. But you take one of them that's the same thing that's happening up on top, and you could look at some of these others and they're the same way sunburnt. But then we go down under these leaves where you don't have any sunburn. Look here what they look like. See how pretty they are? Now they'll turn redder and redder the longer we leave them. This got to red up a little bit, but anyway, it's still good to make for eating fresh in a salad or putting in pimento cheese, either one. We love these things. We love pimento cheese made out of these, and Philadelphia cream cheese. We'll put a recipe on there for you. Maybe at the end of the video, maybe we can put one on for you and let you see how this pimento cheese is made. And next spring, grow you some pimento peppers and then make your pimento cheese, because it's better than bought, I'll tell you for sure. But anyway, you see how pretty they are where they come out from under the sun, down here under. Here's where a couple of sun's been hitting them, and look here what it is. See what I'm telling you? Look, see, there's one burnt. See where it cooked it? And here's another in the same way where the sun cooked it and it made it bad. But you get on down underneath there where the leaves have got it covered, and let me show you how pretty that is. And you might have seen a grasshopper hop. They're just as pretty as they can picture, they can see. And anyway, that's what we like to make pimento cheese out of. That's enough about that. Just wanted you to know some of them were concerned about why the top ones are sunburning. And that's what the problem is with us, is the leaves are not heavy enough on it to keep the toppings from sunburn, and it gets 112 to 120 in here, and that's pretty hot. If I'd had a shade cloth over this house, it would have been a lot better for it, but we just didn't get to that. Anyway, that's all for right now. And if you like this video, then subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll make you another video. Thank you.